The immigration levels plans for 2026 and 2028 have just dropped, and it even includes one-time PR pathways that's getting everyone excited. If you're an international student, worker, or future PR applicant, here's what's changing and how it might affect your plans. So let's start with students and workers. Last year, when IRCC released their immigration level plans, they said that they'd be aiming for around 305,000 students and 210,000 workers for 2026. But in the new plan, that's down to 155,000 students and a slight increase to 230,000 workers. That's basically half the number of study permits compared to before. So yeah, IRCC is tightening control over student admissions. But now what about work permits? It's a little confusing because PGWPs. IRCC now says PGWPs aren't counted in these numbers because they're extensions or changes of status and not new arrivals. It's a little confusing. But what about permanent residency? This is definitely where things get a little bit more interesting. The 2026 PR targets actually increase in comparison to previous immigration level plans, especially for economic immigration. We're looking at about 239,800 economic immigrants next year. That's up from 229,000 in last year's plan. Immigrants hoping to get PR through economic streams have had it the hardest over the last few years, so any increase is really welcome at this time. In addition, there's actually some good news with PNPs. They're back in a big way. The target for 2026 jumped from 55,000 to 91,500. That's a huge increase. And so if you've been thinking about PMPs, now is the time to start planning your provincial pathway. One more thing though, IRCC did confirm that about 9% to 10.5% of all PR admissions are going to be for supporting Francophone communities. So yes, French is still going to matter. And here's where things get really exciting because starting 2026, we'll see something completely new. IRCC is launching a 2-year program to fast-track PR for 33,000 skilled workers who are already working in Canada. They're focusing on people in in-demand sectors, especially those in rural areas. And that's not all. Budget 2025 also mentions an accelerated pathway for H-1B visa holders in the US who want to move to Canada, plus an initiative to recruit 1,000 international researchers. Oh, and if you've been following compliance rules, note that employer compliance for the International Mobility Program will shift from IRCC to ESDC, the ones that handle LMIAs. So more consistency, but more tighter oversight. Here's the takeaway. Immigration is shifting again, fewer study permits, evolving work permit rules, more opportunities for skilled workers, and French. If you're serious about staying in Canada long term, don't wait until it's too late. Work with a licensed immigration consultant now to plan your pathway. Stay in status and position yourself for PR when these new programs open. You can book a consultation with me directly on my website. Link is in bio. Remember, only actions bring results.